For the past 100 days, since March 15th, I have posted around 2 videos every single day. After 5 videos on this channel that were inconsistent, it is bittersweet, which I will get into why that is, but the reason for me starting the Ultimate Reset was because I was so fed up. I spent a week's time of basically treating gaming on this very computer on Midnight Racing Tokyo on Roblox, a racing game, the best racing game on there. But anyways, spent it grinding for a car and just I dedicated myself to that. I wasn't doing anything else. I wasn't doing any workouts really. I wasn't doing anything. And I was in my porn, masturbation very heavily. I was doing 5 times a day or something crazy. But it was a low. I knew I can't keep doing this. It was 10 months after graduation. 10 months wasted after graduation. And literally, it's funny because it started off, I wanted to do copywriting. You can look back at my first video where I sound strangely country. I don't know why, but it came out that way. Maybe when I'm nervous, I sound country. I don't know. Redneck safety mechanism. I don't know. But it was a low. I was sitting in this very chair around, it was early in the morning, probably 4:30 or something, I believe. I stayed up the entire night. I made a document. Every single bad habit, all of them. And then to the right, a good habit to replace it with. A total of 21 habits, which I can show. I can edit this, but this has been the most longest record of me staying consistent towards something ever in my entire life. I've had struggles even within this, but I've stayed true with posting. I've had videos where I do not want to make videos. I rewatched a day or two ago some of my videos. I saw my lowest low when one of the days when I was dabbling back in porn and masturbation within the Ultimate Reset. That's why it's bittersweet. I'm unhappy because if I managed to actually go all in and stay true to that document and iterate on that document and stay consistent with celibacy and working, genuinely putting in effort every single day and growing and implementing systems, learning more and not doing bullcrap and having idle hands, and then by having idle hands end up back where I started in old habits. It's going to continue, literally. This doesn't mean jack crap if I decide to have idle hands and not have better standards for myself and not actually put in the work. Same goes for you. I don't care what streak you've been on. You can't get overconfident. You have to be aware at all times. It is warfare. It's mental warfare. The systems of the world are coming for you. I'm not trying to Iman Gadzi, Agency Accelerator, you're a victim, the puppet masters are coming for you. No, but everyone's aware. It is war. You can't be on the battlefield without weapon and armor. You have to show up every day, conquer yourself. That's why this has been bittersweet for me. The days, the uploads where I relapsed today. Guys, I didn't do this. I've talked a lot. I've talked plenty. But what have I done in comparison to how much I've speaked, how much walking? how congruent have I been to the version of me I want to become and what I actually need to do every single solitary day? Have I been obsessed? Have I been all in? No. Otherwise, I would have had the results. No. Otherwise, I would have stayed true to my word. I would have had 100 days of consistency. Otherwise, I would have burnt my first sale, maybe a couple $1,000s through e-commerce, which is the business model I'm pursuing. And I'm not having like shiny object syndrome. I said I was doing copywriting, and literally like that got thrown out the window within a couple days, I believe. Like 3 days. On day 3, that was my first Discord call in Smith Reese's Discord server. And fast forward, like it's all documented. Like I ended up fast forward, like I ended up flying out to LA on my birthday. I booked the ticket the night prior. It was very spontaneous, and that's like one of the greatest moments of this, I believe, to me at least. But I can't stop here. I want, literally, here's the dilemma. I want to stop posting daily. Why do I want to stop posting daily? Well, for the past 100 days, I haven't been congruent to what I've been talking about, with what I've been posting about. So until I'm congruent, like I'm not saying I'm Sam Ovens and like, well, I've thrown out such a high standard. Not really. If I want it bad enough, I would be doing all of these things. And for the most part, I know exactly what I need to do. You do too, most likely. What have you been avoiding? What's the most painful thing? Pain is a compass. Like, I know plenty, but knowledge without action, it's pointless. For 100 days, it's been bittersweet, but I've documented all the lows, all the mediocreness of me, all the underwhelming days of me. I want to leave that. I want to leave that behind. It's been awesome that I'm gonna have this documentation of me being so human, of me being a normal kid. Yes, on a self-improvement journey, but he's fallen and fallen and fallen, and he's been weak. He's been weak-minded. He hasn't been all in like most people. Like all of it, it's documented. That's where I'm coming from. That's what I want to move out of. For the first time in my life, I want to have 100% in something. I want to do the hardest things I've ever done. I want to have the hardest section of life. And I've said things like this before within the Ultimate Reset, but I haven't been congruent. I want it, but how bad do I want it? You say it. Are you going to do it? Are you going to live it? The hard times when you wake up at 4:30, when you went to bed at 1 a.m. because you were working, actually working, that's when you are that's when I'm tested. It's and there's little things, simple things that I've been avoiding. They're easy to do and they're easy not to do, but these little things are what compound into greatness over time. Exponential. I want to get obsessed with pain. I want to get addicted to it. I want to reframe and reshape my mind. Even lately, past 2 days, I've adopted more scrolling and more brainwashing with short form. What did that lead to? I had plans for today, for last night, to stay up all night and to be up all the way until I can have a system in place, which I should have had done by now. I should have allocated that time. I plan to allocate that time towards taking notes at the wall behind the camera right now. Like, I took down my shelf. I want to have notes here to look at. And stayed up all night around 4:30 when my day should have started, because I was scrolling even before that. I was even outside at the campsite scrolling at 3 a.m. I grabbed my phone and continued to scroll in bed. After making a video talking about lust funnel, I decided to stay in the danger zone. The Bible literally talks about run from sexual immorality. I could have left the phone there and got to work. No, I decided to stay immersed, and it kept on chipping. More and more bullcrap, more and more bikini ads on TikTok, and I ended up relapsing at around 6 a.m. today. Relapsing. After what I've said countless times, after what I said of what's been wrong with me, what was holding me back when I was 18, my birthday, June 14th, I don't want to do that no more. What is today, the 22nd? Yeah. Once again, contrast between what I say and what I do. Why? Do I not want it bad enough? I know exactly what to do. It's simple. You have systems and you put them in place. You put barriers. So many barriers. You stay so busy, you won't care. You exert yourself physically, mentally, spiritually, every single day, creatively, every single day, to where you don't even want to seek that. The hardest urges, really, are when you're not doing anything. It's when you have idle hands. It's a common theme. Why haven't I made $10,000 a month? Why haven't I even gotten my first sale? You haven't even brought traffic to the website, Jade, because you've been lazy. Like, this 100 video, yeah, it could have been nice edited. It could have been, yeah, my transition, and you can see the old me, and you can see all yada yada. I posted all these videos. No, this is a raw video. This is me critiquing me. I need to critique me because I'm not where I need to. I'm not on track. To be honest, I'm not, with the way I'm moving, with my actions, I'm not on the trajectory towards success. I'm abandoning my whys because I'm not doing the hows. I'm not bearing them. I don't care how long this video gets. This is for me at the end of the day. Common theme, like, who cares about the views? No one's gonna view right now. I appreciate the 100 subscribers I've accumulated up to this point. Every single one of y'all, and I hope you're pushing, and in a way I've inspired you and also shown I'm human, that I'm just a normal guy. But I have to change. I have to change. What do I want for my parents? Like, why did I start this? Because I was fed up with myself. Because I understood the destruction it's already brought me and where it's going to lead. It's just going to lead to more destruction. I don't care how long this video gets. I'm just going to talk. Like, go ahead, click off. Like, I need to change. I have to build systems, and I have to live by them. I need to take the time. Literally, I don't care where this video goes. Hopefully, it's been 14 minutes. I don't care what the story says. I probably have like 10 more minutes. So I have to reframe my life. The ultimate reset was I failed. I posted twice every single day, but did I make the progress? I made some. I made things to be proud about, but I'm not proud of myself. Why? Because I didn't do everything I could. I would have gotten the results if I did. Life would be dramatically different if I'd been celibate up to this point. 100 days of celibacy. Are you kidding me? How was I living around day 35? Life was blissful. Yet, literally this morning, you've been scrolling, idle hands, idle hands, idle hands, no systems, no direction. Basically, you've forgotten your whys, you've forgotten your destination. No wonder you're wandering and getting caught up with the bull crap, Jake. I'm going to show you something. Another congruency, which I talk about in my videos repeatedly, when I'm in this, when I'm talking to the Father, when I'm consistent with these things, think of your lust, and this is an example I was shown through a short form video, but it was true. Our sinful nature is like a plant. You can cut it and cut it and cut it, it's going to keep regrowing. You have to cut it out at the source. Nothing outside of a man defiles him, but everything inside of him. It is his heart, it is his own sinful desire. There's only one way to change your heart to righteousness, and that is through the power of God's Word and by the Holy Spirit. I haven't been as consistent with this. There's a gap in the ultimate reset. For 3 days, I went out for a fast. I was strictly outside. I allocated always, for each day, it was less than an hour's time at most inside. And the main chunk of time for day one was I had to change passwords for emails I bought. So I read the Gospels. Each day I read more and more. I was fasting. All I had was salt and water, and also boron, which I need to get back on that. But that was a very, very, very peaceful time. I got rained on while I was trying to sleep. I had no tarp over me. It was me and the fire. All I had was, I looked back at old journals and realized, whoa, I literally have verses where I can combat my lust. I have tools in the shed. I speak so much truth, but how much of it am I applying? Am I practicing what I'm preaching? I've preached plenty. Too much almost. I have high hopes for reality transurfing. This in itself, the way I'm going to build reality, I know you need God as a foundation. If you don't have the rock, when storms come, everything will crumble and fall. You have to do it and frame with this. And everything else that's supported on this rock has to be congruent with what's right here. So that's another thing. There's been plenty of self-work, not enough self-work. There's been a few workouts, there's been a few bulking plans, there's been a few this, that. I haven't been all in. Like, this is the rant. I haven't wanted it bad enough. I've had idle hands. I haven't exerted myself and gone all in. I haven't been obsessed. I have to be obsessed. That's what it takes. It takes going to the point to where you're misunderstood. Why aren't you eating? All you've been doing is sitting at the computer all day. That's what it has to look like. It's what I've been talking about recently in my videos, because it's a truth I understand now. The truth that will literally guarantee anything I could want. Anything. If I get obsessed, if I stay obsessed, if I stay addicted, and I live in congruence with the output. I have to live in congruence with the inputs necessary to lead to that output. There's been problems, reoccurring problems, that I have to literally cut out. The reason why this is bittersweet after 100 days is I haven't gone to war enough. I haven't killed the old me off yet. As a matter of fact, it's not going to happen, but it's the fact that I had days where I didn't go to war, where I didn't kill him, where I avoided the pain, because in the pain, that's when you kill your old self. It is a old living organism, and because it's an organism, it's wanting to do everything in its willpower to stop from changing. Because when you change, that's when it dies. That's why the painful work is the most changing work. Because where there is pain, that is the result of resistance. When action meets resistance, the old you, the old psychological organism, fights back change with resistance. It wants to stop you from acting. That's why it's so hard to do the unfamiliar, hard workouts, exerting yourself. Hours on end on the computer, actually working, genuinely working, not bullcrap. Sitting down and reading, sitting down, enjoying nature, actually being in touch, and putting the phone down. I've documented so much, but I have to start changing. What am I documenting if I'm not being like, what am I documenting if I'm being like everyone else? My goals are exceptional, but I'm living normally. Honestly, I believe that's why the channel's growth has slowed down. Because people see the reps, but they see the reps of documentation, but they see that I haven't been putting in the reps, therefore I'm not really documenting much. It's the truth. It's the reality of the situation. So, hopefully the storage did not cut off till this point. It's been 23 minutes. It is what it is. All I can say is, like, after this video, I want to, on this very computer, I want to figure out a schedule on Google Calendar. I want to make a document talking about what is the avatar I'm trying to become. Go into detail on what the life looks like for $10,000 a month Jake, for the Jake that's bulking up and making physical progress, the Jake who's making the financial progress, the mental progress. He has the schedule, he has the time allocated, he's optimized life for pain. Pain is progress. Understanding my biases. I have questions. Why do I not believe I can sit down for hours on end? Why is that? I've sat down hours making videos. Why can't I do that for creatives? I have to break down limiting beliefs. That's why I'm set out to make notes, take notes on all the courses I'm learning about. I want to literally be able to tangibly look at this wall behind the camera. Literally. I'm over here testing like where it's going to be. But this wall, and I moved this shelf in here. But I'm very blessed to be in my situation. I'm glad I've been alive. I'm glad I've perhaps inspired people and gotten 100 people to press the subscribe button, and 5,300 views roughly, 220 videos. It's insane. So much documentation. Video after video after video. This is my lowest moment. Where is it? Where is it? And I remember like thinking how like negative it came off while I was filming it. It will haunt you. That says everything you need to know. But that, like, I've holy crap. This was a goofy video. So crazy. Let's watch this. Hopefully my storage, like, I don't want to like waste too much time, but I just want to see old me. Bruh. I'm gonna block these ads. I'm not even monetized. How are there ads? Sheesh. Oh my goodness. This must have been my 100th subscriber. Bruh. What is this? Bro, no way. This is... I don't want to waste time, but like I was... Actually, I can do this.
Hello there.
Squeaky voice.
Sleep deprived?
It's cringy to me. But I've come a ways. I haven't exerted myself once again. Anyway, I'm going in circles, and there's no way someone's watched up to this point. If you have, you're a G. I hope you genuinely are making change in your life, and you're stopping generational curses in your life, and you're choosing to be either a wonderful father or mother in your family, and choose the right spouse, and choose to be a God-fearing human, and not forget your goals, obviously, and have your goals filtered correctly. But yeah, this was a long video. Don't care. It's the truth.